Have you ever wondered what would happen if a black hole was moving toward us? It sounds like something from a science fiction movie, but in reality, black holes are not fixed in one place. They travel through space, slowly but surely, just like stars and planets do. Imagine a giant, invisible monster drifting across the galaxy, pulling everything closer with its unstoppable gravity. Now, here's the strange part. Astronomers have discovered that one black hole is actually moving in our direction. Every single day, it comes a little closer, step by step, across the endless darkness of space. It may still be far away, but the thought of it heading toward us makes one thing clear. Our universe is far more mysterious and far more dangerous than we usually imagine. To really understand why this black hole moving closer is such a big deal, we first need to know what a black hole actually is. A black hole is not like a planet or a star. It is something far stranger. When a very big star runs out of fuel, it can no longer hold up its own weight. The star's core collapses, and in that moment, gravity wins. The collapse is so extreme that all the matter of the star gets squeezed into a point smaller than you can imagine. This point is called a singularity, and it has gravity so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape. That's why we call it a black hole. It's not empty space. It's an invisible prison of gravity. There are different kinds of black holes. Some are small, formed from dying stars. Others are much bigger, known as supermassive black holes, which sit at the centers of galaxies, including our own Milky Way. To give you an idea of how powerful they are, the black hole in the center of our galaxy is millions of times heavier than the Sun. And yet, even the smaller ones are dangerous. If you were to get too close, you would be stretched and pulled apart by their gravity in a process scientists call spaghettification. The most frightening part is that black holes are almost invisible. We cannot see them directly because they trap light. The only way scientists know a black hole is there is by watching what happens around it. If stars or gas are moving strangely, or if light bends in unexpected ways, it can mean a black hole is nearby. In other words, they are silent, hidden predators in space. And this is why hearing that one is moving closer to us is such a chilling thought. Many people imagine black holes as giant monsters sitting still in the middle of space, but the truth is very different. Black holes are not fixed in one place. Just like stars, they move. They can drift slowly through the galaxy, carried by the same forces that move everything else in the universe. When the star that creates a black hole explodes, it can give the black hole a kind of kick, sending it flying through space. These roaming black holes are called rogue black holes, and scientists believe there could be millions of them moving silently across the Milky Way. To understand this better, imagine space as a giant ocean, and black holes are like dark ships sailing across it. They don't glow, they don't shine, and they don't warn us they are coming. They simply drift, pulled along by the gravity of other stars and planets. Some of them travel slowly, while others can move at incredible speeds, racing through the galaxy at hundreds of thousands of kilometers per hour. The scary part is that because black holes are invisible, we often don't know where they are until we notice how they affect the stars and gas around them. This means there could be black holes moving near us right now, and we might not even realize it until astronomers carefully measure their effects. Every day, these invisible travelers keep moving through space, and one of them is slowly, steadily coming closer to our cosmic neighborhood. Now comes the most fascinating part. Among the countless black holes in our galaxy, astronomers have actually found one that is heading in our direction. It's not a science fiction story, it's real science. One of the closest known black holes is called Gaia BH1, located in the constellation of Ophiuchus. This black hole is about 10 times heavier than our Sun, and it sits roughly 1,600 light-years away from us. That may sound extremely far, but in cosmic terms, it's actually very close. In fact, Gaia BH1 is the closest black hole to Earth that scientists have ever discovered. What makes it even more interesting is that it doesn't sit quietly. Just like a dark traveler, it is moving. Astronomers used very precise data from the European Space Agency's Gaia spacecraft to track its motion, and the results are clear. It is slowly drifting closer to our solar system. Every single day, it inches toward us, almost like a shadow crossing the galaxy. Now, before we panic, it's important to understand the scale. Even though it is moving closer, It will take millions of years before it could ever come near enough to affect us. But still, the thought that something so powerful and invisible is on its way makes the story both exciting and terrifying. And Gaia BH1 is not the only one. Astronomers believe there are thousands of hidden black holes in our Milky Way, many of them waiting to be discovered. Some of them may be even closer than we think. So right now, we know of at least one black hole that is definitely coming closer every day. And if we've already found one so near to us, who knows how many more are silently moving through the galaxy toward our neighborhood? When people hear that a black hole is moving toward us, the first question that comes to mind is, should we be afraid? The answer is both simple and complicated. On one hand, yes, black holes are among the most dangerous objects in the universe. Their gravity is so strong that if one ever got close to our solar system, it could pull apart planets, disrupt orbits, and even swallow entire worlds. But on the other hand, the distances we're talking about are almost impossible to imagine. Even though Gaia BH1 is slowly moving toward us, it is still about 1,600 light-years away. To put that into perspective, 1 light-year is nearly 10 trillion kilometers. So for a black hole to cover that distance would take millions and millions of years. In other words, Earth is in no danger right now. No black hole is on a path to crash into us anytime soon. By the time this black hole could ever get near, humanity may have evolved into a spacefaring civilization, or may no longer exist at all. Still, the fact that we can track its movement reminds us how fragile and small our place in the universe really is. But here's the part that adds mystery. Space is not always predictable. Black holes don't move in straight lines forever. Their paths can change if they interact with other stars, other black holes, or massive clouds of gas. And because they are invisible, there may be some that we haven't even discovered yet, ones much closer than Gaia BH1. So while we don't need to be afraid today, we can't say with absolute certainty what the future holds. The truth is, black holes remind us of how little control we have over the vastness of space. For now, we are safe. But every day, step by step, one of these cosmic giants drifts closer, reminding us that the universe is full of secrets still waiting to be uncovered. The story of a black hole moving toward us is not just about one object in space. It's part of a much bigger picture. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, is alive with motion. Stars, planets, gas clouds, and yes, black holes are all traveling around its center in an enormous cosmic dance. Right now, astronomers estimate that there could be over 100 million black holes in our galaxy alone. Most of them are invisible, scattered like hidden traps across the stars. We have only discovered a small fraction of them. That means the universe is likely filled with countless dark wanderers we have yet to find. What's even more amazing is that some black holes are not far away at all. There could be smaller ones drifting within just a few hundred light-years of Earth, quietly moving without us even noticing. Every year, scientists improve their technology to search for these invisible objects, and with each discovery, we realize how common they truly are. The black hole in Ophiuchus may be the closest we know about today, but tomorrow, new data could reveal something even nearer. This bigger picture shows us something humbling. Space is not empty and still. It is full of motion, change, and mystery. Black holes are not rare monsters in distant galaxies. They are everywhere, woven into the very fabric of the Milky Way. Some sit quietly at the centers of star systems, while others roam freely, like dark travelers without a home. And as our science advances, we are beginning to see just how many of these silent giants are part of our galactic neighborhood. In the end, the idea of a black hole moving closer every day is a reminder of how connected we are to the universe. We are not separate from it. We are right in the middle of its great story, surrounded by wonders and dangers we are only just beginning to understand. So what does all of this mean for us? For now, Earth is safe. The black hole drifting toward us is still so far away that it poses no threat in our lifetime, or even in the lifetime of our species. But the fact that it exists, and that it is moving closer every day, reminds us that the universe is not a quiet or peaceful place. It is alive with motion, filled with hidden forces and mysteries that we are only beginning to uncover. Every discovery of a black hole makes us realize how small we are compared to the vastness of space. Yet it also sparks curiosity. What else is out there, moving silently across the galaxy? How many black holes are closer than we think, waiting to be discovered? And what would happen if, one day in the far future, one of them came too close? For now, all we can do is watch, study, and wonder. The black hole keeps drifting nearer, step by step, as the Earth continues its journey around the Sun. The story is not one of fear, but of mystery, a reminder that we live in a universe far more powerful and strange than anything we can imagine. And maybe, just maybe, the greatest secrets of space are still on their way toward us.